EU calls on India, Pakistan to show restraint as tensions escalate over Pahalgam. The European Union (EU) on Friday called on New Delhi and Islamabad to show restraint and pursue dialogue to defuse tensions amid speculation about India's possible retaliation against Pakistan in view of the cross-border linkages to the Pahalgam terror attack. Following separate phone conversations with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar, EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs Kaya Kalla said the rising tensions between the two neighboring countries are alarming and the escalation of the situation helps no one. Rising tensions between India and Pakistan are alarming. I urge both sides to show restraint and pursue dialogue to ease the situation. Escalation helps no one, she said in a post on X. I spoke to both Drs Jaishankar and Mishaq Dar 50 today to convey these messages, she added. On his part, Jaishankar welcomed the EU's strong condemnation of terrorism in all forms and manifestations. Good to speak with EU HRVP Kaya Kallas this evening. Discuss the Pahalgam terrorist attack. Welcome European Union's strong condemnation of terrorism in all forms and manifestations, Jaishankar said in a post on X. The EU's call for restraint to India and Pakistan came 2 days after U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio urged the two countries to work together to de-escalate tensions over the Pahalgam terror attack. Rubio spoke to Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Jaishankar on Wednesday amid escalating tensions between the two neighboring countries over the April 22 Pahalgam strike, in which 26 people, mostly tourists, were killed. Citing cross-border linkages to the horrific attack, India has promised severe punishment to those involved in it. At a high-level meeting with the top defense brass, Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted on Tuesday that the armed forces have complete operational freedom to decide on the mode, targets, and timing of India's response to the terror attack, according to government sources. The Prime Minister affirmed that it is a national resolve to deal a crushing blow to terrorism, the sources said after the meeting. India on April 23 announced a raft of punitive measures against Pakistan, including the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty, shutting down the only operational land border crossing between the two countries at Punjab's Atari, and downgrading diplomatic ties, in view of the cross-border links to the Pahalgam attack. In response, Pakistan shut its airspace to Indian airliners and suspended all trade with India, including through third countries. Pakistan also rejected India's suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty and said any move to stop the flow of water will be seen as an act of war. Swipe left for next video. On Friday, Jaishankar also spoke to Switzerland's federal councillor Ignacio Casas and discussed the Pahalgam attack. Thanked him for his support and solidarity. We agreed on zero tolerance for terrorism, the minister said in a social media post. Latest blogs